Thank you everybody for coming. It's really an honor to be here with all of you. And just want to give a quick shout out to Linda, Lewis, and Jonathan who helped cook the dinner tonight. Linda, Lewis, and Jonathan. It was Lemon, right? You guys are hired for eternity. We're hiring. But the pay is out of this world. So thank you so much for coming to the Bhakti School program. It's really an honor to be with all of you. And today is especially cold, right? Yep. Very cold outside. And it really touches me, guys, that you guys have planned to take your time out, put on your coat, put on your shoes, come here and listen to me. Wish I had a better price. But we should try to, we can speak something today that may be of relevance. So I'd like to offer a prayer so that I can have all blessings to present accordingly. Om Agyan Timirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So today's topic is about the Gita and you. Is everybody familiar with the Gita? And yes? No, not so much. Oh, perfect. So we'll be discussing about kind of the storyboard of how the Gita goes and how it's touched me personally and how it could even affect your lives. So as we were speaking about, I was just recently in Florida, and it just reminded me of when I when I was a kid, I used to like to go to the beach. And one thing it reminded me is that the beach is warm, and then we used to have a good time, and we used to have ice cream and I don't know, play in the sand. But when I used to go to the beach when I was a kid, I used to go and I used to go look at the ocean like this. This is how the ocean kind of looks like. If you've seen, everybody seen the ocean, or you guys just live in New York City? Can this fan be turned off? Just one of those switches can be turned off. I don't know why there's a fan, but it's there. So I used to spend a lot of time just looking at the ocean. It's so vast and so profound and almost an unlimited amount of water. So, and then I look at that big body of water and I look at myself. I'm so small. I'm so insignificant compared to this big ocean. But it made me think that maybe my problems aren't as big as I make them out to be. And this actually helped me a lot in life. And when I got in contact with the teachings of this philosophy, these literatures or these books like the Bhagavad Gita, these wisdom literatures are described to be as deep as the ocean. And it puts me and it also had the same effect on me, same as the ocean did when I was a kid. When I looked at these teachings and I reflect upon them, I look at how vast the teachings are and how much support that I'm given. And I look at my problems and I say, oh, well, and when I was growing up, there used to be a lady I took mentorship from, and she said, oh, your problems are just peanuts. When you grow up, maybe there'll be a cashew. And that was my introduction to the world of nuts. So does anybody have any anxiety or worries in their life right now? Just me? So I came across a bumper sticker when I was in Florida, and it said, do not disturb, already disturbed. And this is actually an understanding this is actually coming from the Bhagavad Gita. There's a verse, Chintam aprimeyam cha pralayantam upashrita kamo pabhoga parama etavaditi nishchita. This verse in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, if your desires are endless, and if you keep trying to fulfill them, actually your anxiety will also be endless. Our desires are like the ocean. If we take refuge in these wisdom literatures that are coming from India and from different parts of the world, then actually they'll calm down. Or the waves calm down. But it's a process. It's a process. Some people think when we start the spiritual journey, they think I need to be super qualified to start my spiritual journey. Anybody have that thought before? I need to be like, I need to exhaust every material desire that I have. I need to do everything. I'm young. I'm 25. I'm 26 now, but I'm 26. I have my whole life. Spiritual life is only that's an old man's game, you know. But you fall into the same fallacy as one of my friends that I met in Florida, and you want to meet him, and this is what he does for a living. So will this man ever be successful? No? Why not? Maybe? Where is he going to dump the water out? Back into the ocean. By making the video? Social media has redefined success. So what this man is teaching us is that we can't solve the problem with the same mind that created it. We need guidance from somebody who has practically felt this knowledge penetrate into the deepest core of their heart. And once they have that, I know this is distracting. I'll just say one more point before. I like this guy. We won't see him again. But sometimes also another misconception we have is that spiritual life is something new. It's something that is that there's different words and different languages and different types of people, and it's all really foreign to us. But I will say that the process of spiritual life is not necessarily learning anything new. It's about shedding the old. And before I say my next point, I'm just going to change this picture of a beaver. So let me continue my point. The Buddha was once asked, what do you get from meditation? And he says, actually, I don't get anything from my meditation. I don't get anything from my practice. And then the guy asks, like, well, if you don't get anything from your practice, why do you do it? And he says, oh, I don't get anything. I actually lose my anger. I lose my greed. I lose my so many problems my mind creates. I lose all of that. I don't gain. I just lose. So actually what it's teaching us is that we are naturally spiritual beings, but we have been bound up into so many different types of, here's a Sanskrit word for you, upadi. Can you guys say upadi? Upadi means those things that are imposed onto us, that we don't really have a say in. I didn't have a say in being born in this body, what my hair would look if I had hair anymore, but how my skin color would look, where I was born, what I like to eat. I don't really have a say in those things. They just happened. And so many things that we impose on ourselves, and necessarily by choice or by not. So it's a process of actually going back to the true nature of what makes us us. Does that make sense? So spiritual life is going back to our true nature, and that true nature in Sanskrit is the word dharma. Can you say dharma? Dharma can be defined as our own nature. What is our essence? What is the essence of salt? To be? What is the essence of water? To be? Wet, watery. Yeah, that's a good way. What is the nature of sugar? To be sweet. And have you thought about what is your nature? What are you meant to do? Eat naan bread. Eat bread. Yeah, that's a good occupation if you can get it. You may ask, why have I put this picture of this beautiful little beaver? This is a beaver. And you may ask, why beavers? Why is he speaking about beavers? I like beavers. Beavers have a good contribution to society, and I really admire that principle that you can see. You can very clearly see what is their dharma. Now I'm going to show you a little video, and in this video, it shows a beaver that has been rescued from from nature, and the beaver goes on and does what beavers do. And I hope this video came up. There it is. You guys see it? We're gonna watch this video. This beaver has never been outside before. What's he building? Wow. SpongeBob's getting into the action also. It's me at dinner time. Yeah. You know why beavers do dams in nature? Beavers live where they dam. So that's how they create their residence. He's building his house. I think this video shows that beavers don't really make good pets. Maybe New York City. That may be a lot. It'll probably tear your whole house up and try to create a dam somewhere. Yeah. Yeah. So, as we can learn from this nice video, the beaver's nature is to give a damn. So, we'll let him finish. It's only a 2-minute video. Are you done, Mr. Beaver? Yeah, see, it's doing the thing. It's assessing, it's doing everything. There's no water here. It's assessing. You can learn a lot from nature, actually. There you go. There's the dam. It's trying its best. So now we can see the beaver's nature is so clear. But why is it for humans that it's so difficult to find out? Why do you think so? Like, if you ask why it's here, yes. Greed. Explain more.
Because humans' nature, once they have something, they just want more.
Yeah. Actually, our teacher, he said something very nice. He says, if you take a bag of rice and you cut it open and you leave it in the middle of the forest, the bird will only come and take as much as it can hold in its beak. The deer will come and eat as much as it's satisfied. The bear will come and just eat as much as it's satisfied. But the human, they'll take the whole bag and sell it to the animals. So greed, good. Anything else that blocks us from understanding what our true nature is? maybe not enough time for self-reflection. We're being controlled by so many different energies. When I was in Florida, my sister found this documentary to watch, and it was about the effects of social media and how they track every single moment you're on social media, where you're lingering, where you're clicking like, and their whole goal is to make the algorithm in such a way that you stay on the app as long as possible. Wouldn't that be something that's going to stop you from from you knowing your nature? Because your consciousness is polluted. So this is where the Bhagavad Gita comes in. This is the Bhagavad Gita is helping us solve the big questions in life. Who are you? What is my where am I going? How do I get there? And Arjuna is having these same problems. He is a warrior, and he gets to the battlefield, and so many things happen. And he looks across the battlefield, and what does he see? His cousins, his uncles, his guru, his teachers. And he looks at his dear friend Krishna, and he says, "Dear Krishna, I don't think I can fight this war. What is the use of a kingdom that is one?" And his cousins were not righteous people anyway. They had raped women, they had taken control, and they're unjust. And so, but Arjuna looked and said, "I cannot fight my own family members. What is the use of a kingdom one that is watered with the blood of our own ancestors? What will happen to our family? What is the use of enjoyment like that?" Dilemma, right? To fight or to not to fight. And I'm not going to go through the whole Gita, but I'm the first verse and another verse I'm going to quote. It's coming from chapter 4. Krishna in the second chapter, he establishes that the first teaching in spiritual life is we are not these temporary bodies. We are something more valuable than that. There was a famous scene in that TV show. I don't know that TV show Breaking Bad. You remember Breaking Bad? Breaking Bad. There was a TV show, and then that guy got like in that bathtub, and they did something bad, and like and then they dissolved him, and then they're calculating actually what is actually the human body worth. What is the cost of a human body? What are we made of? Carbon, nitrogen, oxygen. What else? Water. How much would you pay for that? Zero? I mean, people pay for Poland Spring.
I heard it's $5.
$5? Are you worth more than $5, Shiman?
I hope so.
I hope so.
Maybe 10.
Maybe 10. You can get me on discount. So, Black Friday sale. But we have to question, are we just these, because that's the way the world's working. You are these bodies and that's it. But if you understand that there's a inherent spiritual nature to you, then actually you're priceless. There's no price that you can put on yourself. So that's the first teaching of Gita. And then we're studying this thing called chapter 4, which is called transcendental knowledge. From chapter 3 to 5, Arjuna is saying, okay, I'm a spiritualist. I'm a spiritual person. Do I still have to work in the world? Why do I have to go and work? I can just go to a mountain and chill and be a monk. Why don't I just be a monk? And Krishna is saying, no. It's not, you can't separate work in this world from spirituality. Your spirituality should become your work. Your work should become spiritual. Dear Arjuna, do not give up the duty of being a fighter. You should still fight, but be a spiritual warrior.
So like Arjuna is like the beaver.
He's the beaver.
It's a nature to fight.
Yeah. Imagine the beaver goes and tries to be like a cat. Like, what? No. You're beaver, you damn. You give a damn. So Krishna is explaining this mechanism and how this knowledge descends. and this chapter 4 is called transcendental knowledge, and how this knowledge is put into practice. So I'll just speak a little bit more about the Gita. So we spoke about the Arjuna and Krishna. So the first verse of the Gita lays out the outer dialogue between Dhritarashtra, which is a blind king, he's blind, and his servant Sanjaya. And Dhritarashtra is blind, but Sanjaya has a gift that he can see things from far away. And Dhritarashtra asks, "What did my sons and the sons of my brother, the Arjuna and Krishna, what did they do at the Battle of Kurukshetra? Who won? Who died? Can you tell me?" And so this is the first teaching that you can learn from Dhritarashtra, who is actually not a very good king. And he says that he's asking about people and events. And the next dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna, Arjuna is asking Krishna, "What is my purpose? What is my dharma? Why am I here in this world? What is the meaning of my life?" And Krishna reveals Arjuna's true purpose in the Gita. So we can juxtapose the teachings of Dhritarashtra, the blind king, and Krishna and Arjuna. Small minds discuss events. Average minds discuss people. You can juxtapose those people, events. Great minds discuss wisdom. That's the difference between Dhritarashtra and Arjuna. We all have the opportunity to see what to discuss in life. When we get together with our friends, what do we discuss? Oh, this person he broke up with his girlfriend. This person broke up with his boyfriend. Who knows who broke up with who? Like, do we believe any, like, you go to any grocery store, look at the magazines. It's just straight up gossip that will not help your life. Who cares what Kim Kardashian's doing? Right? I mean, it's the honest truth. What will it help in our life? What will it help? Of course, it's going to help their life because you're discussing them. So, and celebrities and sports, and not that these things don't become like oh, this is this, but just see the aggregate of your conversations. What are they about? Are they about things that uplift people, encourage people, that help society? Or are you trying, in your conversations, are you bringing down others? Are you bringing down other people? These are things to think about. And so the Bhagavad Gita is not just about philosophy, and it's not just knowledge or thoughts about the world, but it is a transformative book. It's a book that is filled with wisdom, and it should be applied. And it should be applied. It's not just like our guru Srila Prabhupada. He says we should not become like armchair philosophers. Anybody know what an armchair philosopher is? Armchair philosopher. Think of, you have like a lazy boy. Anybody have a lazy boy? So you just sit on that and you say, the Bhagavad Gita, and then you just read it like Harry Potter, and then you put it down, and then you pull it up, and then you put your feet out, and that's an armchair philosopher. No practice. You're not practicing anything. Any book, in any spiritual book, is meant to lead to some sort of practical transformation. So it is not just head knowledge. So let's analyze the head for a moment. Here's some famous people who are good with their head. Lionel Messi. That's pretty good. That's cool. Good with the head. This lady, that's my mom. No, just kidding. And that's my dad. No, he's also good. He's also good with his head. So these are people who are good with their heads, but do you have to be good with your head to understand the Gita? What do you think? No? Little bit? Maybe? Krishna speaks in the Bhagavad Gita, Sa evayam maya tedhya yoga prokta puratana bhaktosi me sakha cheti rahasyam yetaduttamam. In this verse, Krishna is saying, he's using the word in Sanskrit rahasyam. Say rahasyam. Rahasyam means he's saying this knowledge is confidential. This is very interesting. We give out these Gitas to everybody we meet. We can sell it to you on a small, large, Nook, Kindle, Deluxe, $5. You can get it out right out the door. Why is Krishna saying that it is confidential?
Not everybody can understand.
Not everybody can understand. Everybody can read the book, right? Words to paper. We give it out every day. Why is it that millions of copies? We just read today that how many copies of the Gita have been distributed worldwide? Over like 400 million, or 4 to 500 million Gitas have been distributed worldwide. Do you think 4 to 500 million people have understood the Gita? Well, maybe soon. Well, we like those people. So how do we understand such a statement? That the knowledge is confidential. That the ancient teachings of the Gita give us 4 steps that we need to do to actually give understanding. And actually, conveniently, all 4 start with an S. And you can remember it very easily. So the first step is, in Sanskrit, it's called Svadhyaya. Let's say it again, Svadhyaya. So the first thing is to study. You need to open up the book and read it. Yeah, it's called Bhagavad Gita as it is. Don't just leave it as it is. You know? But then later on, what you have to do to, when I go to people's homes and we do kirtan or something, and I see that we have another book called the Srimad Bhagavatam. It's much bigger. And I still see like the books are in plastic after many years. And then I asked, like, why is it still in plastic? He's like, oh, I'm protecting it. And I was just thinking that I'm so thankful that Srila Prabhupada didn't name it Srimad Bhagavatam as it is. Because people will leave the Gita as it is, Bhagavatam. But then later on, once you study, you have to read. You have to read. We try to, as monks, we try to study for at least minimum 30 minutes to 1 hour a day. And I think that's possible, everybody to do that. You couldn't find 30 minutes a day to study? I think everybody can. Don't make me pull out my social media one about how much time we spend on the toilet. Everybody, regulars know I love to pull up that slide. But then later on, after you study, you have to have sangha. You have to have company. And you have to meet people who are also studying with you, who are also learning and are grasping the knowledge according to their realization. Spiritual knowledge is not and cannot be understood by isolation. Spiritual knowledge is always understood in together. Technically, this is called sangha. Say sangha.
Sangha.
Sangha. What is sangha? This is sangha. When we come together and we share a meal together, we talk, and we could talk about all sorts of things. No, I'm not controlling your conversations. But when you say, "Hey, what did you read this week?" "Oh, I read this. I didn't really get that point." Wouldn't that be an amazing conversation? "Oh, but this relates to something that I read this week, and what do you think about that?" That'd be an amazing conversation. And so the first thing is to study. The second thing is to have company. The third thing is to have sadhana. Say sadhana. Sadhana means to have a practice, a steady practice. Spiritual knowledge grows from the heart, and just like a seed needs what does a seed need to grow into a plant? Soil, water, sunlight. Like spiritual knowledge grows in the heart like a seed, and it only grows in a heart that is trying to get free from envy, from anger, from greed, from material desire, violence, aggression, harshness. How do you grow that culture in your heart? We have all these things in our heart. You need some regular practice in your life. And how we practice is that we learn from the Gita is to try to chant Hare Krishna on a regular amount of times every day. We have like a pair of like beads, and then we try to chant this mantra. Like we do kirtan, and then we do japa. So we like Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram. Mateo is an expert at it. We were doing it all over New Vrindavan, by the cows, by everywhere. How do you feel about a steady practice?
It brings you in the morning, like if you do it early in the morning, it brings you a lot of calmness. Like to start the day is a perfect thing to start the day.
Yeah.
It sets the day.
I saw another shirt in Florida. Don't talk to me till I had my coffee. So I should have something that don't talk to me until I done my sadhana. That's a cool shirt. Someone write that down. You can make $1 million out of it. So sadhana creates a culture of that heart. It tills the land so that you can grow, put your seed of bhakti and grow. And the last thing that I think is very important is seva. You called it. Someone give her a prize. Seva means service. It means to be engaged in doing something practical. And when Srila Prabhupada, a lot of these Sanskrit terms are very difficult to translate to English. And the translation for Bhakti Yoga that he put out he translates as devotional service. Devotion is the mood. Service is the verb. It's an action. It's active. It's something we do practically. First example that I can give, just top of my head, Linda, Lewis, they came today a couple hours early and they served. They cooked the whole meal for you guys. And we appreciated them. And from that, what will happen with them, it's not just it's like volunteering, but what will happen, because you enjoyed that meal and you have Krishna as the soul, is a part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna is actually very happy that you ate spiritual food, and all your collective spirituality will give them blessings. That, oh, thank you so much, little Lewis soul and Linda soul, for helping me eat something spiritual. Isn't that a nice meditation? So when we go out there and we try to serve Krishna in very practical ways, he doesn't want $1 million, which is nice. You can give that to me also. But just simple ways where you can serve. When you come to the program, my father used to say that whenever you go somewhere, you should bring a gift. So whenever I used to go to the monastery or the program, I used to just bring an apple, a fruit, and then that would be something. You can never go empty-handed, that was like a culture. So same way, like Ritvik, he's helping out with social media. That's not just mundane scrolling on Instagram. That's devotional service. He's not getting paid from it. He's not getting, unless there's monetization that I don't know about. He's not getting paid from it. He's not getting prestige from it. He's just doing it out of the love of his heart. That is service. Raghav, he came all the way from Australia tonight for this. He goes outside and he goes and shares kirtan for 4 hours a day, every day, with the people of New York City. He's not getting anything from it. He's gaining spiritually, but that is service. It unlocks something. So and all of you are probably engaging in some service every day, Michael, I can just share Michael. Michael is the best cookie maker in New York City. I don't know, Linda made some amazing cookies today. I don't know, she's giving you a run for your money. Oh yeah, Amrit Sagar also helped. We're gonna give him applause. So he makes cookies and he distributes to everybody in New York City. That's also service. So I encourage all of you to apply these 4 into your life every day. And you'll see then if you do the full equation, then actually it really supports. Study the books, have some good company that you can come to every week, and you're welcome to come here and meet spiritual minded people. Have a daily practice that you do every day that you're necessarily not with people, and find a little service. Find a little service that you can do. And if you do those things, actually, you'll see that your spiritual life blossoms. Many people think spiritual life is like this. It's not linear. That this is how material knowledge is gained. That I don't see anybody like brushing up on their ABCs or like their multiplication tables. You already know that, so you just go to the next one, the next one, the next one, the next one, and then what happens is the more you gain, the more until you hit the top, and then that's it. Knowledge becomes more superficial, and the highest IQ doesn't mean you're the happiest. So, but spiritual knowledge works like this: a spiral staircase. Go around until you find the essence. Don't read newer and newer books and throw others away. Read the same books again and again. And if you do these 4 things, you go deeper and deeper. You learn. I've been studying the Gita for the last 13 years. And still, I open up the Gita and I find something new. The same verse I've been reading for the last 10 years. I read it and it hits me different. It's amazing. So the Bhagavad Gita is a book that we carry. It's not just a religious book, not just a Hindu book. It's not just a philosophical book. And it's not just, for me, it's not just a spiritual book. The Bhagavad Gita is a life companion. It's something that when I think about it and I just reflect upon it and I go through all different stages of my life, the Gita has always been there to help me with my life. And I can always trust in it to go back to it, and it helps me get wisdom even to this day. So I would encourage all of you to, if you don't have a Bhagavad Gita, to get it. And if you get it, read it. And if you've already read it, what's the next step? Read it again. And what's the 4? Have some people that you can discuss it with. Maybe start a little reading group, with 1 or 2 of your friends. And then you have like a little practice, a little chanting of Ma mantra. Do a little seva, do some service, eat a little bread, lead a happy life. So this is all I have to share with you today. Thank you very much.
Isn't there a workshop coming up? Bhakti Shastri about Gita?
Yes,
Yeah.
but I think it may be open, maybe not. But I'll check on that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll let you know on that. But is there any questions or comments that I can help? And if I can't answer them, I have my pundit over here who can help. Yes.
Hello everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
My name is Shubha, me and and I'm a Christian. Born, bred, eat, sleep, a Christian.
Amazing.
The 4 things that you just showed is Christian right there. That's my life right there.
Wow.
And I am here by God, not my own accord. As I told the gentleman who first came here, my question was about Jesus,
Mm-hmm.
the between part. I've been asking this question in the Christian community, but you get resistance because you're either demonic or rebellious. The list go down. So I pull back, and so I decided to just ask God, listen, I need to know about Jesus, help me to understand the whole concept of Jesus. Not closed-minded. I feel like I'm being closed-minded, one-sided about Jesus, and by reading about Jesus, the little that I have, something is missing, and I don't know why God have me here, but I know I'm here for a reason. I always quick to say that I'm here to bless, and I just don't know how, in which area you want me to be a blessing. But of course, we'll service. But my question is, you mentioned about the study group. I was I got the book where you just talk about, what you call it?
Bhagavad Gita.
Bhagavad Gita. I received as a gift the first day I came here. And I'm going to read it because knowledge is, I just said spiritual knowledge is power. However, I'm just keeping it real. There's no way I'm going to sit down with Christians reading that book. They're going to stone me. They're going to say all kinds of stuff.
Don't get stoned.
But I'm speaking the truth.
Yeah, it's true.
I am speaking the truth. I met a Christian lady yesterday here, and I was so happy I met her. And it's so funny, she said she feeling the same way too. She go to church on Sunday, she do everything, but she end up coming here.
Yeah.
And she's saying the same thing. She don't know why God have me here, but she's being obedient. We are spiritual minded people who really want to have a better relationship with God. That's me. And how do I put those two together? Because I have my Bible and I have the Gita. How do I put those together and not confuse myself? I also have a YouTube channel, and I'm like, oh my Jesus, how am I gonna put this together and help people?
Yeah, I got you.
Know what? Let me just leave that alone and just focus on me
Focus on,
first, and then let God lead me.
Yeah, I think, thank you for your
It's such an
honest
amazing
reflection, your question. Maybe if you'd like to add something. But what I can say is, first of all, thank you for coming. It takes a lot of bravery and a lot of trust to be here. So that's really, really important. I think, based on my study of the Gita and what my limited understanding of the Bible is, I understand that there's nothing in the Gita that is actually contradictory. And it's actually not just a religious book, it is a companion, because all these teachings are on the spiritual platform. It is not concerning to, you will see many people if you spiritualists, they'll say, if you're not in my religion, you're going to hell forever. And then if you're not in my religion, you go to hell forever. What does Krishna say about this? Because Krishna is also saying saying a philosophy. He's saying that wherever you're at and whatever you reap, whatever you sow into this world, that will follow you into your next life. This is very fair. This is a very good understanding. If I am a good person, and if I am doing works for God, if I do for spiritual practice, why will I be sent to hell for forever? And so this is something that it's coming from a place of insecurity in one's own spiritual practice. I have to be right, and if I have to be right, everybody else is wrong. It's fear-based. So, and that is meant to just fear you and put you into this. But Krishna is not such forcing like this. He's giving people, first of all, the first indication of this is that the framework of the Bhagavad Gita is a conversation. The framework is when Arjuna is not understanding something, he tells Krishna, I'm not understanding what you're saying. Can you clarify it for me? And Krishna never says, not once in the Gita does he say, you got to follow what I say or you go to hell. What does he say at the end of the Gita? I have elaborated everything accordingly. Do you understand? And you do as you please. You understand according to your realization, and you continue. So this is exactly what Srila Prabhupada says. Srila Prabhupada said that we are not in the business of converting Christians to Muslims, Muslims to Christians, Christians to Hindus. We are, one of my spiritual teachers, he is very famously, he's saying, we want the world to be better Christians. We want better Muslims. We want better Jews. But what the problem is, we're all still on this bodily platform. I don't like this person. I like this person. He is my friend. He is my enemy. This person. Yeah. So this, you can't have genuine religion based on that. Yes.
Yes. It's interesting that you mentioned about friend. I have the privilege of meeting people who are Muslim,
Hmm?
who is Jewish, and different religion because of what I'm doing. And I get along with every one of them because I choose to listen to understand what
Yeah.
they, and that's also an issue because, as you mentioned earlier, if you're talking to them, that means you don't believe you're not a true Christian. But if you follow Jesus, Jesus was talking with everybody.
Hmm.
He went based on what he went to the when we said he went to the pub, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
He went and met the people where they're at.
Yeah.
And so this is the question I've been asking. I said, well, if I'm interacting, because we can learn from everyone if we just be still. Like I'm here and we saw other people here from different backgrounds.
Yeah.
We all here to learn and we all can share what we have and not saying that I just mentioned earlier, you're not trying to make me Hindu.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make you Christian. But the found ground that I see is about love. That's the found ground, the foundation about everything is about love.
That's the currency of spiritual life.
Yeah.
This currency of spiritual life is love.
Yeah.
And so when that's lost, then actually we may be doing all the externals of religion correctly, but if we don't have true love in our heart, then actually we're the poorest person. Amrit Sagar, do you have anything to share about this?
Sure. Yeah. Hi, I'm Amrit. I'm also a monk at the temple here.
I didn't. You speak so fast.
Sorry.
What did you say?
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
My name is Amrit, and
Ahmed?
I'm also a monk at the temple here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, Ahmed.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
The only thing I'll add is that the Supreme or God reciprocates with the spiritual seeker, and so in our endeavor, if we try our best to be sincere, then eventually the right path will come naturally to us.
Yes.
And if we just come with an open mind, then everything will be revealed.
Yes. Yes. I believe that.
Thank you very much for your question. We look forward to it. Yes.
Real quick, I don't know if anyone knows, and I forget what the saying is that goes with it, but there's a T-shirt that has like the Buddha, Jesus. It has them all lined up.
Yes,
Krishna.
I saw the T-shirt.
And
yes.
it says like silly humans, like something like that. Silly humans, they don't understand we all represent the same thing.
Yes, I saw it.
Right, so it's just another act of division, religion. But I mean, it's not about picking one or the other. It never
Yeah.
has to be, right? The thing that really brought me, I mean, I already found the teachings of Krishna and the Bhagavad Gita. I used them in my spiritual practice because they went along with, even when I first started reading the Bhagavad Gita, I was also reading The Power of Now. And it was like the same thing. It's just about being present. Anyway, but what I was going to say was, what I do find interesting though is the closer you feel in your own life that you get to God, you start to be attracted to this more. I found that to Krishna, because as a religion, it's one of the most ancient. So it's closer to the beginning of creation, right?
Makes sense.
It's closer to right? So it
Yes.
just makes more sense. If these other books came after,
After.
it doesn't mean there's good things from all of them. course, right? But it just was like, well, wait, if you're talking about the beginning of human beings and then ancient times, this comes closer to.
Yeah, it's
That's it.
thank you for your contribution.
Thank you.
It really means a lot that we have an open space like this and discuss these things very openly. And very happy to serve in this capacity. I'm usually in the kitchen just cooking it up, and somehow I ended up in front of a mic. And, I don't. So can we take it after, because we're running late? It's past my bedtime. Monks go to bed early. So I'll let's discuss after. We'll do just a little bit of kirtan. Is that okay? Thank you so much. Would you like to lead? Should I lead? Okay. So we'll do a little kirtan. Sit up a little straighter than what you've been sitting, and we are just going to do a little bit of kirtan. Feel free, you guys. It's the same thing what we did before. Clap your hands, move around if you'd like. I see Lewis has almost got his dancing socks on. So let me take this, and we'll just do this for a few minutes, and then we'll end with the program. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Everyone! Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Haribo! Thank you so much for coming to Bhakti Night. We can go all night.